Hello everyone, and welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In response to concerns about bullying, Prince George convinced King Charles to alter the coronation custom. According to reports, the 9-year-old convinced his grandfather to update the page's historically significant costumes because he didn't want to be a subject of ribaldry at school. Prince George, age 9, reportedly persuaded his grandpa, newly crowned King Charles II, to break with a long-standing practice, making coronation history. The small boy, who was one of the 4 pages of honor on Saturday, May 6th, told the monarch that he was worried about being teased because he had to wear white knee breeches. The king duly consented, ordering George to wear pants in place of the breeches and tights, which were also causing him problems. To the royal tailor's dismay, he had already made the decision to exchange his own breeches for a pair of navy trousers, since he believed his buckled court shoes ought to be worn with tights. According to a royal courtier who spoke to Ephraim Hardcastle of the Mail Online, he also wasn't keen on wearing tights and becoming the target of ribaldry at school. The prince, who is now second in line for the throne, was obviously happy with the clothing change. On the Buckingham Palace balcony, he and his colleagues, 3 pages, were all smiles. When Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog crashed the live coronation concert on Sunday, it further pleased Prince George and his sister Princess Charlotte. The royal brothers, who attended the opulent dinner without their younger sibling Prince Louis, seemed to enjoy themselves, and never more so than when the Muppets and actor Hugh Bonneville made an appearance. The comic scene in which Miss Piggy tried to flirt with Paddington actor Bonneville left grandfather King Charles II and Queen Camilla looking a little confused. George covered his face and smiled, but Charlotte in particular made no attempt to hide her delight of the precious occasion. The couple once danced to Take That songs and Lionel Richie's popular song All Night Long while seated in the royal box alongside the king and queen. Charlotte passionately sang the lines to Katy Perry's songs Roar and Firework as the U.S. singer hit the stage wearing a gold metallic ball gown. They also enthusiastically waved their flags and swayed to the music. A happy Duke of Edinburgh was present as Kermit eventually joined the Windsors in the royal box while waving his flag. Kermit was dressed in a sharp suit and tie. The fabulous relationship Prince William has with George is very different from his difficult childhood. According to royal authority Ingrid Seward, Prince William's relationship with George is very different from his tumultuous upbringing with King Charles. According to a royal specialist, Prince William's relationship with Prince George is fabulous and very different from his relationship with King Charles. Ingrid Seward, the editor-in-chief of Majesty Publication, asserts that Prince William is determined that his children will not suffer as he and Harry did during their parents' tumultuous relationship as the world witnessed William supporting the king over the past few months. Their friendship with King Charles has grown over the years. He and Prince George have a close father-son relationship, she wrote for The Sun. When it's time for breakfast, the entire family dances around the kitchen while they watch football and rugby. With his father, that would never have occurred. The one time young Wills attempted to have breakfast with his father, it did not go well. We won't be trying this experiment again. Charles summoned Nanny when eggs and toast ended up on the floor. King's eyes began to flood with emotions when William kissed him on the cheek at the coronation. Even the night after, during the coronation concert, he gave a heartfelt ode to his ancient father. He thanked his pa for his dedication and remarked that the late queen would have been a proud mum to see her son become king. When William would avoid his father, Miss Ingrid explained, "Charles found William difficult to manage because they both have short fuse," she said. During their few phone chats, the father and son frequently argued over their divergent viewpoints. William did not hesitate to express how some of his father's beliefs were clearly outdated and unworkable. Prince William, she continued, disapproved of the opulent lifestyle that his father insisted on leading, and, being a perfectionist, how many staff Charles needed to maintain his own show on the road. The King and Prince William's friendship has improved during the past year, though. Their father-son bond may have developed later, she continued. But now that it's there, it won't be damaged. Kate and William's tardiness at the coronation now has a reason, according to an expert. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, along with their parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, arrived late to the coronation. After the ceremony on Saturday had a little delay, fans wondered why Prince William and Kate arrived at the coronation so late. Things weren't going according to plan when King Charles and Queen Camilla arrived at Westminster Abbey before the Prince and Princess of Wales. The couple and their children, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, were intended to be seated before Charles and Camilla, according to the order of service provided by Buckingham Palace. Prince George, who arrived on schedule, joined the other 7 pages of honor in the parade. Ahmed Scobie, a royal biographer and one of the authors of Meghan Markle's Finding Freedom, thinks the kids may have been to blame for the delay. The room for error was zero, he wrote in Harper's Bazaar. And happily, the day went off without a hitch thanks to the weeks of practice that the royals put in before the coronation. In fact, very few hiccups occurred, with the exception of Prince William and Princess Kate joining the procession late. Children were to blame, a source tells me, and Camilla's ladies in attendance, Sister Annabel Elliot and the Queen's companion, the Marchioness of Lansdowne, accidentally giving her silk Bruce Oldfield dress a bad wedgie moment on the way into the Abbey. Their Royal Highnesses, read the order of service. After arriving at the Great West Door, the Prince and Princess of Wales, Princess Charlotte of Wales, and Prince Louis of Wales are led to their places in the lantern. Everyone stays sitting. The monarchies at the West Gate, the King and the Queen come. There is a fanfare. Everyone stands. However, Kate and William were observed following the King and didn't take their seats until he entered the church. Additionally, it meant that the King and Queen had to wait awkwardly in their carriage outside the Abbey for 5 minutes. The timing error was noticed by viewers of the live show. One person wrote, "He couldn't get out of the carriage until Prince William and Kate entered the building because they were supposed to arrive 5 minutes ahead of him, but instead they were a minute late." In the words of another, commentators said that William and Kate were late and Charles was not pleased. One more jokingly stated, "Best laid plans, lol, William and Kate are late." #Mercury retrograde.